my life. I really probably won't show too much about him or talk until I really get a feel for the algorithm of what's going on around. With that being said, I'm all about positivity, peace, love, and joy. But that doesn't mean I'm not firm and fair. So, people that want to come here and harass and be negative or just disrespectful to anybody, we're not going to do the back and forth and just trash one another. You're just going to be deleted, blocked, and eliminated. I am currently talking about, I want to get back in shape. Yeah, I do. Like, you just can't say it and it happens. But I've been putting a little work in. I'm going to be doing much more. But I am currently like 30 pounds over, but I was 40 when I started out. And I am trying to get in the best shape of my life again. And I know what it takes and what you need and how to keep it off, essentially. But, even natural childbirth and then quarantine and everything like that, I'm like, wait a minute, this fast food is kind of good. I haven't had this in like ages. So, I will help others with their skin and just being healthy. And these are things that I've done before this whole coconut oil movement and, no grease and all that. Different strokes for different folks. But I've always been knowing what a Birkin bag was. Okay. Many moons ago, and it wasn't like how it is now. It's just so much. One of my favorite magazines is the Allure magazine, Vogue magazine, and this is just me rambling to you. Stop it, man. This is why it's hard for me to do anything, but I've just been taking it easy with my lashes, and I rarely do anything with my eyebrows. I might get them threaded maybe twice a year, and if I'm feeling like a hot girl, I might clean it up sometimes, but that's really not my thing. Lately, I've just been into taking care of my skin because I do smoke cigarettes occasionally, and that ages you really, really badly. And I've also laid back with the, the bruise, the wine a little bit. I think every woman should have some type of something at the end of the evening. Not every night, to each their own, whatever. But balance is key. So I've just been doing the lipstick thing lately. I'm into the natural as well as getting all dolled up and all that sort of stuff. I swear, when you see me recording live, no matter where I go, I attract attention. And people say it's something you do. No, I always mind my business. I remember I had a close friend growing up, and her brother was like, we mess with you because you're, you respond, you're like an easy target. But it's like, I go like to the back of the classroom, not because I'm not smart. It's just, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no smoke. I did this in college and everything, training, whatever have you. I just try to stay out the way. And security will come. The weird vibes will come. I'm telling you, it's like a spiritual warfare, So you just gotta, you can't put a light on a shelf and expect it to be dark. It's going to shine. So you have to accept that when you have certain gifts, you still have certain responsibilities. And you have to turn the cheek many times. It doesn't mean you let anyone walk all over you. It just means you establish boundaries. And you have to do that early on. You have to teach your children that. You have to do that. And I speak with this knowledge because I've been an educator for over 10 years. I will say that I am retired, as I am going to embark on my dreams as an entrepreneur, and sky is the limit. I have a thing for nerds, music, food, traveling, health, science, and art, of course. So you never know what we're going to be talking about and discussing. I'm not really into dragging people, but if there's something going on in the media or something that I feel that, you know, we should discuss, then that's something that we can do. Um, yeah, so I guess once you start talking after a while, it's easy to start blabbing off into this camera, right? But yeah. So, you know, I was gonna do vlogs about us going to like the zoo and all that kind of stuff, but my kiddo doesn't like the zoo. He's really into airplanes and nerdy things, and that's awesome for me because it gives me a chance to be outdoors. It gives me a chance to be around different people who have certain type of interest in those sorts of things. There's just so much going on. I don't know where to start. So, you know, this is just us getting to know one another, me establishing my boundaries about what I expect from my subscribers and what I will bring to the table. I won't waste your time. I do have some propositions to do blogs with other people and as well as podcasts, but I just felt it was very important for me to isolate myself. But you have to be careful and have discernment to know, is that God giving you that isolation, or is the devil trying to keep you back from what it is that, you know, you ought to be doing? Because, you know, we're all supposed to be busy in the kingdom and we're all supposed to be productive. However, you know, I'm a very productive person, but I have to be careful that I'm not overcommitting myself to where I'm just wasting time and that sort of thing. So I've been working on my balance. I've been trying to make sure that I clean out my closet, essentially my heart, my soul, my spirit. And it's not something you just do for a month or a year and you're just back, you know, you just never know what might come up. So I think it's important to take care of your mental health as well as your physical health. I may not be in shape as I was or would like to be. You know, that really bothers me. But my elevation in my heart, my mind it's really doing good, and I'm very happy about that. It's not easy, lots of blood, sweat, and tears. And I've been out here doing what I do for a long time. I've overcome the rumors. I've overcome things that have been true, have not been true. And I'm just proud to say that, you know, hard work does pay off. And I'm at this peak in my life where it's just like, okay, either it's no going down, but it's like I don't want to stay stagnant and get comfortable. I have to push myself to become the person that I'm not now. And I have to really tell this girl, this woman now, that I have to keep going. And being that I've come from certain situations that I probably could not have walked out of if it was not for grace, and I wouldn't be here today. But today is a beautiful Saturday, and I rock and you rock. And, you know, to just be real with you, we can just discuss that, you know. Soul searching, there's levels to it. You know, mom, you know, daughters, mothers, they have their relationships, you know, it's like passive aggressive, good or bad, or awkward, or highs and lows. She's like, well, I guess you better go do some soul searching. I be like, I'm like, this must be for them 30-year-old plus, but my mom is very young, so, you know, I just thought it was funny to throw shots because she was very young. Still does. And then, like, I really find myself doing that. I've had these moments in my life where God just taps me on my shoulder and makes me purge. And I have so many gifts, it's so hard to hear sometimes. Like, I could be selling, I could be writing, I could be producing, consulting, marketing, But, you know, I want to make sure that I'm going in the right direction. I want to make sure that I'm okay at retirement. I want to make sure that when I die, my kids' kids are okay. You know, it's levels to this, and there's people out here willing to share the knowledge, and I just have to be willing to be a part of that. But being that there's so much negativity going on within the police, within our families, within our communities, within ourselves, you just gotta stay strong and be the light and do what you gotta do when it's time. There's a time to cry. There's a time to play. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to sing. You know? So, we're getting ready to go for a little nature walk. I don't know if you guys can get any of this view. Vacation who? But yeah, this is live. This is raw. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. But yes, I have just been working very hard on myself and business and learning all I can. And the most important thing that you can learn in business is the transformation of the mind and the heart. And I remember going to a church in Riverside, California, at Pastor Ron Gibson's church, and he said, you know, pastors always come to me, and he's just like, I keep thinking about Sarah Jakes, Robert. I keep thinking about them. She's been such an influential part of my life. That's it right there. But no, he was like, once you get this together, you will help multitudes of people. Do you know how much multitudes are? And all you have to do is change one thing. So that one thing is so powerful. Just like one engine, one motor, one steering wheel, one mouth, 2 ears. Think about that. So let's just focus on getting our mind and our hearts right and know that this isn't forever. You know? And do the damn thing. Not just for you, but those around you. People be like, it's me and mine, me and mine. It's not about you and yours. That's the irresponsibility. That's the irresponsibility on your behalf. Okay? Because you're supposed to love everybody. Just because it's your family does not make it your family. You know, you are supposed to love the community like it's your church. The church is your community. And I'm not trying to tell people how to live their life or nothing like that, but these are models that I live by. But at the same time, like I said, I mind my own business, and people like to bother me and test me. And then when I show them I'm not with that. Oh, you crazy, you a weirdo. I'll be whatever you name me with your basic language speaking self. But there's a time for everything. Don't be discussing to me about politics and religion if you see I have on a short, sexy dress and I'm out dancing and drinking. Don't tell me I'm not conservative in my everyday life when I get up and handle my business and make certain choices and decisions to put me in a certain position. Okay? And even when you do those things, things still happen. And that's okay too. And it's all about moving forward. That's my thing. It's always about moving forward. I was in a situation and a lady, she didn't care what was going on. Moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. That's all she would always say. Moving forward, moving forward. So moving forward, that's what we're doing. That's what Melrose has been doing. And putting things together because I want things to have quality and realness to it. Because it's never too late and it's never too early to do so. So it's never too early for your children or yourselves. It's never too late for yourselves or others. Stop. Now. Thank you for your time. Blessings to you all. Peace, love, and joy. Melton.